Momentum play for this defense. I mean, you talk about two big drives. The first play of the game, Adrian College fumbles the football. They hold Trine to 3. Right there, a big kickoff return for the Thunder for the AC offense, but a nice 9-yard run for Moses. Got a cutback lane, and he broke it outside. Looking at that clock, it's now at 2:05 and counting. For Werzer in the offense, same formation. Going to let this play clock run down. Werzer wipes his hands as the rain continues to cascade down on the field here in Angola, Indiana. With 10 on the play clock, Tyler Poyer goes in motion. Trine responds. Here's a give. Stephen Moses gets some space at the 30, 35, dives toward the 37, and that's a first down, Bulldogs. Stephen Moses following that right side of the line. Brendan Clark out there, also number 65 for AC. That's the right guard, Matt Pillow, Jr. from Delray Beach, Florida. They go back to the line quickly now that they have a first down. It's from their own 37-yard line. Werzer fakes to Moses, rolling right, looking for Scott. It's too high and out of play, and Werzer gets walloped at the end of it. This might be a personal foul on Trine. The flag is at the 32-yard line. Jack's been hit a couple times. We'll make sure we get the official call here. It'll be a second down and 10, but it is a personal foul, roughing the passer against the Thunder's number 44. That was Kyle Naif, the junior from Riverview, Michigan. And that's a big one. That's a 15-yard walk-off, and just like that, Adrian inside Thunder territory. Mark this at the 47 with a minute 17 to go. Bulldogs have no timeouts remaining and a 3-point lead, Jay, as they work here late stages, second quarter.
Yeah, the no timeouts was huge, though, because it allowed them to force that missed field goal. So I think they'll take that. Obviously, no turnovers here down the stretch, and we'll see what Jack Werzer decides to do here offensively.
From the pistol formation, it's a fake to Moses. Werzer over the middle, goes for Preston Smith. He's hit and incomplete at the 30-yard line, but Werzer puts it right on there again. Preston Smith double covered. He couldn't corral it. And a second down and 10. Solid coverage there for Trine's number 1, Aaron Dean, the senior from Auburn, Indiana. One-on-one, literally. Bottom of the formation, Smith and Dean. Jack Werzer brings his team back up to the line of scrimmage. 20 to go on the play clock. A minute 12 in this first half. Second and 10 at the 47-yard line of Trine. Moses still in the backfield, and they'll give it to Steven. Right side, plows forward a couple. He lost the football. Picked up at the 50. Returning this one inside Adrian territory down to the 30. That's number 23, scooping that one up. Zach Kornak, the sophomore from Hillsdale. And a second fumble for Stephen Moses. Spells disaster for Adrian right there.
Yeah, that's the one thing, and Moses obviously upset with himself. He'll get an opportunity to make up for it in the second half, and again, the Bulldog defense going to have to step up and make a play with 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Fumbled the ball in the first play of the ball game, and he fumbles it here late, second quarter. It's a Trine football at the Adrian College 28-yard line. Can the defense do it again? 2 running backs in with Alex Price, the quarterback. 3 receivers out wide, 2 right, 1 left. Thunder with 2 timeouts. It's a give to Zane Kirby at the 30. Bulldogs stretch him out. They tackle him right there, and there's a flag. Based on the way things have been going, this will be a face mask against AC, but going to that side where DeAndre Jennings hangs out. We'll check the flag officially, but there haven't been many offensive penalties called in this one so far. Kirby was stopped behind the line as the rain continues to fall. We await the call. We're now at 52 seconds left in this first half. The AC defense backing up. We're going to go talk to the Thunder sideline. We still don't have the official call as to what it was, and we're about to get it. It's a face mask on Adrian's 34. That's the defensive tackle Conrad Dixon, rather the linebacker. They'll add 4 seconds to the second quarter clock. It's 56 seconds now. Ball placed inside the Adrian 15 to about the 14-yard line. Price and Kirby in the shotgun. Trine looking to tie or take the lead after the Moses fumble. From the 14, number 8 at quarterback. Price gets it. Face it to Kirby. Price keeps it. Gets to the 15, the 10. He dives for the end zone. He's short. Down at the 1, tripped up by Adrian's 14. Kareem Owens. Jay, he saved a touchdown.
He did save a touchdown, but a great run and a great fake there from Price. And he's just continuing to make plays with his feet.
Clock moving so Thunder can run this down as low as they want it. They have 2 timeouts left this half, 35 seconds and counting in the second quarter. It's 20-17, Adrian College leads. Be sure to tune in for our halftime show. Scores from around the country here on this Saturday afternoon. It's Price in the gun. Kirby, and he had confusion. Price trying to push in, and he is right at the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Thunder. So, confusion in the Thunder backfield. He says, I'll do it myself. And the Thunder take advantage of the Stephen Moses fumble. They have 10 points off turnovers. And just like that, it's 23-20 Thunder.
Yeah, that costly fumble there from Moses and Trine gets the ball to start the second half. It completely changed the atmosphere here in Angola and gave Trine some momentum heading into halftime. But that's what the rain can do.
Big extra point upcoming to make this a 4-point lead. Ryan Hibbets, he missed a field goal earlier. He's perfect on extra points, and that streak will continue. 24-20, Jay. So if you took the over in this one, you're probably going to hit it. We'll keep it here. In this first half, we have 44 points between the two teams, and the difference for both teams, really, it's been mistakes. Bulldogs with 2 fumbles, a miscue on kick return coverage. That's gifted Trine opportunities to score, and otherwise a defense for AC that's playing pretty well. Yeah, it's been, like I said, a little disappointing end of the half, but Adrian has a lot of positive taken to the halftime break, and I just think that they'll make those adjustments, and then we've already seen some positive defensive adjustments so far, but you got to be ready for what Trine's going to bring offensively in the second half. Can the Bulldogs return the favor and get a big-time kick return? They've had troubles back there returning kicks. It'll be Kenny Kuyawa and Malik Ray standing back there. The deep man is Kenny. Up top will be Malik Ray. 15 seconds to play, first half, 24-20 Thunder. Hibbets, the senior from Monticello, Indiana, lines it up. Ball on the tee at the 30, the 35, the right hash. Bulldogs awaiting this kick. The run up and the boot. It's a high, deep, saucer-like kick. Kenny Kuyawa fields it at the 3. Trying to get to the edge. Kenny gets to the 20, and he's upended at the 23-yard line. And some hitting right at the end of the play. Bulldogs want a flag. There will be none. So 9 seconds to play in the first half. Bulldogs with one last chance if they want to take it.
No, I think they're gonna take a knee. No timeouts left. They're gonna call it and go in the halftime break down 4, which I don't think they'll feel happy about. They kind of dominated the second quarter, but they're right there with it on the road in a tough MIAA conference game.
And that is indeed the formation. Jack Werzer under center. For the few times that he is, he'll take a knee and we'll run out the rest of the first half clock. So we have a little bit of everything. We have a defensive touchdown. We have field goals, long touchdowns, an outstanding start to the MIAA football season. With that, we've hit halftime in Angola. It's the Trine University Thunder 24, the Adrian College Bulldogs 20. We'll be back with our halftime show after this 60-second break here on the Adrian College Sports Network. All right, can you do 10?
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips the shot, she scores!
College Television has the pleasure of airing all Adrian College football games this 2021 football season. And along for the ride are these wonderful sponsors, including the Adrian College Bookstore, Gurgin Insurance Agency, Carlton Lodge, and sponsoring each week's player of the game, Hungry Howie's Pizza. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of each broadcast to see who is named Hungry Howie's Player of the Game. Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged experimental education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
To the presentation of Bulldog Football on ACTV and WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM, an Adrian College Media House production. To the presentation.
Right, okay.
ACTV and WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM.
Welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldog Football here on ACSN. Ian Wentz, Jay Hanna. It's halftime in Angola. And it's raining here between the Thunder and the Bulldogs, coming down heavily here. We had a reprieve for a few minutes in the middle of that first half, but it has picked up and the field is holding water. and it's an unofficial turf, so there might be issues more than we saw in that first half in terms of fumbles and kicking and snapping. But right now it's a 24-20 lead for the Trine University Thunder. We'll look at some of the stats here in just a moment, but a quick overview of some of the mistakes. And Jay, we're going to have those with the situation, the rain, the weather out there. But 2 fumbles for Stephen Moses, leading to 10 Trine University points. A big kickoff return for Adrian College, for Trine rather, luckily did not result in points. The defense for AC at times has really held strong. The offense has looked good, but it's been a tale of mistakes, and Trine's had their fair share too. They've had a fumbled snap between the center and quarterback, resulting in a Bulldog scoop and score. So sloppy first half might be a good way to put it, as Zane Kirby for the Thunder hasn't really been able to get going yardage-wise. He does have 2 touchdowns on the day. Stephen Moses struggling for AC, although he has 73 yards. Those 2 fumbles have been killer. Jack Wurzer's looked solid for AC. He's not making mistakes. He's missed maybe 2 throws, but intentionally missed. But we had a little bit of everything in that first half.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And honestly, offensively, Adrian is dominating this game. And part of that's been because Trine has had some short fields on Adrian turnovers and stuff like that. But Adrian's got to feel pretty good heading into the half. After that first quarter looked a little bit sketchy on how this game would go. They dominate the second quarter, and one bad mistake on that fumble at the end of the quarter led to Trine taking the lead. And Trine will get the ball, but like you said, the rain is settling heavily on the field, and we may not see a whole lot of offense here in the second half, which don't know who that benefits so far in this game, but when you have a lead entering halftime, obviously you feel pretty good if you're Trine.
And we'll look at the scoring here in this one. Trine got it going at 13:27 of the first quarter off of an Adrian College fumble on their first offensive play. Ryan Hibbets hit a 42-yard field goal, made it 3-0 Thunder. Then Kenny Kuyawa, a 37-yard pass from Jack Wurzer. Cooper Westwood missed the point after. It was 6-3 Bulldogs. The Thunder would respond with a 31-yard rush from Zane Kirby. The kick would be good. It was 6-10. Then the Thunder score again, a 6-yard run by Zane Kirby. Hibbets with a kick. It was 17-6 Thunder. Bulldogs went on a run there. Gage Palace, 30-yard pass from Jack Wurzer. Kick by West was good, at 17-13. Sam Madrid, a 23-yard fumble return for a score. And the extra point made it 20-17. And most recently, it was Alex Price, a 1-yard touchdown run with the PAT, made it 24-20 with 15 seconds left in that first half. So plenty of scoring, 44 points between the two teams. And Jay, you said the Bulldogs offense has outgained a Trine. If we could get into more specifics of passing, rushing, who looks to have the advantage?
Well, right now, Adrian has 16 first downs, Trine down to just 7, and their offense kind of sputtered there in that second quarter. But 22 rushes for 58 yards for Adrian, 17 for 82 for Trine. So Trine doing a little bit more effective job running the ball, but Adrian's ran the ball a little bit more. 170 passing yards for Jack Wurzer, only 62 for Alex Price. And actually, Alex Price is the leading rusher for Trine. That'll be something to watch. He's got 8 carries for 56 yards. Zane Kirby has 9 for 40. Meanwhile, for the Bulldogs rushing the ball, 13 carries, 73 yards for Stephen Moses, but also those 2 costly fumbles. Jimmy Clark, 2 carries, 5 yards, and Malik Ray, 1 carry, 1 yard. So not quite as balanced there. As far as passing goes, Jack Wurzer 9-17, 170 yards, those 2 touchdown passes. He has been sacked 3 times. Another story, it seemed like the offensive line was starting to get a better push there at the end of the first half. And then Alex Price, 3 of 7, 62 yards, but he has 1 48-yard completion. So, and as far as receiving goes, Preston Smith leading the way, 2 catches, 54 yards. Kenny Kuyawa, 2 catches, 49 yards, and that touchdown, he almost had another touchdown that Wurzer missed. And then Dallin Scott, 2 catches, 20 yards. Tyler Poyer, 2 catches for 17 yards. I know we saw Gage Palace catch touchdown as well. He's not listed here. But I believe that might have been his only catch, 1 catch, 30 yards and a touchdown. As far as receiving for Trine, 2 catches, 53 yards for Brandon Klein. Nobody else has more than 10 yards. And then penalties, 5 penalties, 55 yards for Adrian, 4 for 45 for Trine. 17 minutes of possession time for Adrian, while just 12 for Trine. So that will be the story of the second half. Who controls the ball more? Who makes less mistakes? Because Trine had the fumble return for a touchdown. Adrian had 2 costly fumbles that led to 10 points. So that's going to be the story in the second half. Who does not turn the ball over in this pouring down rain?
Yeah, well, I'll be looking at kicking game, third downs, and turnovers. I think those are the 3 keys for the second half. Looking at third downs in the first half, Trine was 0 for 4. And that's due in part to the defense for AC winning first and second down, putting them in third and long situations where they can really set up their defense. Adrian College, on the other hand, 2 of 5 on third downs. They're 0 for 1 on fourth down. But pretty good percentage there for AC, about 40% on third down. We'll see what the defense comes out with for this second half. A couple minutes from kickoff to get homecoming for Trine underway. They couldn't have picked a wetter day for it. I mean, you can plan everything but the weather, right? It's a 24-20 Trine University lead. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more of the halftime show on the Adrian College Sports Network.
College Television has the pleasure of airing all Adrian College football games this 2021 football season. And along for the ride are these wonderful sponsors, including the Adrian College Bookstore, Gurgin Insurance Agency, Carlton Lodge, and sponsoring each week's player of the game, Hungry Howie's Pizza. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of each broadcast to see who was named Hungry Howie's player of the game.
Jay, it's every offensive lineman's dream. It's raining and a football game is being played. It could be up to the big uglies up front for both teams to get this game decided. It's a 4-point lead for Trine, 24-20. The Thunder will get the ball to start the second half. The AC offensive line looked good against Finlandia. How would you grade them for that first half real quick?
Give them a B. They're starting to really make holes running the ball. Part of that's probably because Stephen Moses is starting to kind of a game of attrition with the Trine defense. And then as far as pass protection goes, Wurzer's had enough time to make some big throws, but he has been scrambling a lot, and they could do a little bit better job pass protecting on the outside. So the tackles need to kind of seal that up and give time for Jack to stay in the pocket.
Take a 30-second break, trying to receive the second half kickoff when we return on the Adrian College Sports Network.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Kicking unit set to go to give the Thunder the football to start quarter number 3. It's 24-20. Trine University off of a late touchdown run by Alex Price from 1 yard out. Gives them the 4-point edge. We'll see what the offenses decide to do. It is homecoming at Trine, and it is raining cats and dogs out here on the field. It's the field doing a good job at getting rid of most of that water, the artificial turf, but you see some pockets of standing water out there, so we'll see how that affects the game.
Yeah, we'll see on this kickoff right here.
Walker Evans, number 81 for Adrian College, has ball on tee. Set to put foot to leather. The run-up and the kick. Our second half is underway. It's a wobbler, hits off a Trine player at the 12. He slides down on it. Well, we see how that works out. A line drive kick fielded by the Thunders, number 29. That was Charlie Anderson. Had a big return in the first half. He had it hit right off his shoulder pad, and he had to fall on it. Smart play, but backed up really deep in their own territory.
Yeah, this is where the strategy comes into play. If you're trying, everyone's going to be expecting a run. Why not try a play-action fake one time here? I don't know how good the grip on the football will be, and then if you're Adrian, you just cannot give up big plays. That's what's been killing them so far in this ball game.
Something to note for the AC defense, Jimmy Cannon, the DB, number 29, is back in the game, serving a half suspension for targeting. Here's Zane Kirby on a first down run. Pushing forward with that big offensive line. He gets toward the 15, cuts that chain in half. It'll be about a 2nd down and 5 upcoming for the Thunder. Nice run on first.
Yeah, that was a little bit different. It was more of like a trap play where Kirby kind of just cut back inside and able to push the pile forward for 4. Yeah, they've been trying a lot of stretch plays that just have not been there so far in this game.
2nd down, they call it 6. Second play of our second half as the rain continues to fall. Alex Price in the gun, sends his tight end in a short motion. Kirby the tailback. It's a fake. Price up the middle. There's a wide open lane. Price the first down to the 30, 35, 40. Midfield stripe. Ty Diener pushes him out at the Adrian College 40. And that's a read option. Jay and read to perfection. The Trine quarterback picks up 40-plus yards on that run.
Yeah, that was perfectly read, and that's one thing that the Bulldogs have been unable to do today is run that read option. So Price runs it perfectly, and he shows his speed, and now in Adrian territory, this is where you kind of get that bend but don't break feel. If they can force a punt or a 4th down stop or a field goal here, they're still within 1 score.
That's been the situation the last number of years, Jay, with these MIAA quarterbacks. They're big, physical. They're not afraid to run. We see that at Alma, Olivet, and especially here at Trine, here with Alex Price. So off the big run by the QB, 1st and 10 at the 39 of Adrian College. Trine by 4. High snap, Price corrals, give to Kirby. Kirby slips a tackle at the 36 to the 30, 25-20, 15-10. It's a 1st and goal, Thunder, down to the Adrian College 7. And it's a no-doubter run situation, and Trine just gouging through that Bulldog defense.
Well, we talked about the big plays. That's 2 straight right there, and I don't know if this is a wake-up call for the Adrian defense out of the halftime break, but going to have to make some adjustments. 2 straight read options that work out perfectly. The first one Price keeps, the second one he gives, then sets him up inside the 8.
Solid blocking up front by that Trine offensive line. It's a 1st and goal at the Adrian College 8-yard line, working left to right, opening possession, second half. 2 minutes off the clock. Trine looking to add to their 4-point lead. It's a fumble. Kirby lost the ball. Who's got it? Oh, I think Trine fell on it. Wow, fumbled on the exchange, and falling on that is big number 56 for the Thunder. That's their center, Makai Simmons, the freshman from Carmel, Indiana, saved a turnover.
Well, we talked about the read options. That's the one thing that can happen here when you're going for an exchange like that. And that time the ball falls to the turf, and great job by Trine having the awareness to fall on it. It's really just a 2-yard, it looks like about a 7-yard loss, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 15.
Bulldog defense catches a break on 1st down. What do they have on 2nd down? It's been run plays so far for the Thunder offense. Clock moving, 12:15 to go, 3rd quarter. It's a fake to Kirby. Price up the gut. Bulldogs read it. DeAndre Jennings makes a tackle for AC. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. Kwiatkowski on that tackle as well, but DeAndre Jennings gets credit for that one. So a chance to bend but not break, like you said, for the AC defense. A field goal attempt here would be huge.
We'll see how much trust they have in Price throwing the football here. He hasn't had a whole lot of success today. 3rd down and 10, you could easily just run it and attempt the field goal or break free for a touchdown, or you can expose the secondary of Adrian with trips to the left side and throw it here, but we'll see what they decide to do. I think they're going to run it.
Alex Price in the shotgun. Kirby to his left, a big 3rd down, early 3rd quarter. And it's a fake. Wiseman chases down the quarterback. He throws it away. There is no receiver in the area, Jay, and they'll say he was out of the tackle box.
Yeah, I disagree with that call.
That was very close.
Yeah, that should have been intentional grounding. He was not outside of the tackles there and barely made it back to the line of scrimmage with his ball. He was thrown away. Great job by Sam Madrid, who has just been in the backfield all day, forcing the errant throw. And they do what they said, but again, that call may be costly because it could be a 43-yard field goal instead of a 28-yarder.
This is Ryan Hibbets. He's missed one earlier. Here's the attempt. It's nearly blocked, but the kick is up away. It sneaks in that left upright. So the Thunder get big chunk plays on their first possession, 3rd quarter. Can't punch it in. They do kick a field goal. Adrian College football when we return after this 30-second break on the Adrian College Sports Network.
College Television has the pleasure of airing all Adrian College football games this 2021 football season. And along for the ride are these wonderful sponsors, including the Adrian College Bookstore, Gurgin Insurance Agency, Carlton Lodge, and sponsoring each week's Player of the Game, Hungry Howie's Pizza. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of each broadcast to see who was named Hungry Howie's Player of the Game.
We're back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Rain continues to fall as the Thunder add to their lead. It's now a 7-point advantage, 27-20. They lead over the Adrian College Bulldogs. Ian Wendt, Jay Hanna bringing you MIAA action. First game of the season in conference for both these teams. A couple other games happening throughout the state here today, the state of Michigan, I should say, as we are down in Indiana.
You forgot about that for a second.
I know. Well, it's rainy and cloudy. I didn't think we left. It's,
good recovery.
So Hibbets makes the field goal. He's got the ball on the tee. Adrian will get the football. Their first possession, second half. The run-up in the kick, it's a high one. Kenny Kuyawa waits under it. He makes the catch at the 15. Kenny cuts left side, looking for the sideline. Goes back up the middle, holds onto the football. And he's down shy of the 30, about the 27-yard line, as things are getting chippy on this Adrian College sideline. And I was walking back to the car, Jay, to make sure the windows were up, which they were, thank goodness. We're playing for a trophy. It's a border brawl trophy between Michigan and Indiana here, and it's a friendly rivalry, I like to say it, but things got chippy toward the end of the game, both games really last year between the two. And we saw a little extra pushing and shoving at the end of that return.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Thunder and Bulldogs don't work well together.
Bulldogs trying to bite back here. They're down 7. 11:08 to go, third quarter. Wurzer in the gun. It's a stretch play to Jimmy Clark trying to seal that edge. They do. He's got a couple. Good blocking by Cecilia on that edge. Matt Pillow as well. He had to turn his defensive lineman, and he did. Without holding, that's really tough to do for those big linemen.
I think Jimmy Clark's ran for 3 yards every time he's touched the ball so far. It's been pretty consistent there. Good job just turning the corner, making something happen, because there wasn't a whole lot of space there. Would not be shocked if they ran the ball one more time.
They run that trips to the left again. They've run the ball that way multiple times. We'll see what happens. The Thunder show 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 2 up right on the line. Waiting the snap from Pelletier. It's a play-action pass for Jack Wurzer. Feels some pressure. He's going to run back to the left. He fakes a throw to Clark. And Wurzer runs, and he slides down. There's 2 flags on the play. There's certainly a late hit on Jack. There's a flag down at the 32-yard line as well.
I would not be shocked if there's some type of illegal block or hold the way that Jack Wurzer caught back. So they may be offsetting penalties.
We'll see how they assess these, but Jimmy Clark pleading his case. He was open at the first down line. Wurzer decided to run it. You know, I like that decision considering the circumstance. It's raining. You don't want to risk it. If you can run it, go ahead. But Wurzer took a shot, and we await the call. I didn't see exactly where he was hit. If we have a targeting situation here, I don't know. Holding on Adrian is the first. Late hit on the Thunder. Penalties offset, so we'll redo a second down and 7.
Man, that's too disappointing. That would have been a big play on that late hit there. Like I said, when a quarterback rolls right and cuts back left, sometimes that type of thing happens. It's kind of like when you run a screen and you take too long for it to develop and a lineman gets downfield. So that's the kind of things that happen when you make plays with your legs like Jack Wurzer just did. And so they're going to redo that play one more time, which I said that I expect them to run. I expect them to run here.
So Coach Deere talking to the head linesman. He's pointing at about the 35. It's where Jack got hit. Now, we don't have a rule book up here, Jay, but if the hit was after the play, would you assess that after the play?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's what Deere is asking from the coaching, the officials.
We got Preston Smith playing the guitar as well while we're waiting here because it's quite a delay. I think Deere is trying to say it's first down.
The call is offsetting penalties. He's doing a little two-step there, number 1 for AC. All right, so they're moving this football. All right. All right, Jay, we're having issues with the microphone between the official and the loudspeakers here at Trine, but they spot the ball where Jack got hit, so they call it a first down AC. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm usually not speechless, but I don't know.
I'm going to explain it afterward.
Thank you. I appreciate that. First and 10 AC at the 35-yard line, trailing by 7. Here's a give to Jimmy Clark. Oh, nice spin at the line of scrimmage. Jimmy Clark, a little shuffle, and he's driven out of bounds. What a tough 3 yards for Jimmy Clark. He did a little spinaroo in the backfield, and the young man made a good run on first down. So what was that call?
So I think what they did was they assessed the hold, moved him back 10 yards, and then they assessed the 15-yard personal foul, gave him the 5 yards and the first down. So I think that since they, instead of offsetting, since it was after the play, they just gave him both penalties. And that's why it's 5 yards further than the 30 or 5 yards past the original line of scrimmage, I think.
That was well done, Jay. Yeah, that's what happened.
I made it there eventually.
I followed you. Second down and medium. Werzer feeling the heat. Steps up. Jack makes a move at the 35. Werzer gets a block. He's going to be dragged down right near the line of scrimmage. That's a lot of running and a flag at the end of this one, Jay. And we didn't see many flags in the first half, but we see one here, and Ben Pelletier looks pretty guilty out there.
Yeah, I think it was a hold. Another play where Werzer made something happen. He did have Preston Smith downfield on that play, I think, but he just did not have enough time to get rid of the ball.
That's a tough situation if you're a lineman. Your quarterback is running away from you because you're blocking, you're pass blocking, you're backing up. So that guy sees Werzer run. The D lineman tries to disengage. You hold on, and that's a holding. But
I think it's on the defense.
Okay.
It might be defensive holding.
So take my explanation and flip it.
But you were right. I mean, that is a good explanation.
Thank you. Boy, they're putting us to work in this third quarter.
Or
we'll see what happens. Is this another offsetting? Okay, they pick it up.
Okay.
Okie dokie. It's a 3rd and 7. We've seen it all, and we've seen it all in the rain from Angola, Indiana. It's 3rd and 7. Adrian College, clock moving, 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Adrian trails at 27-20.
I didn't think it was possible, but it's raining harder.
Donald Scott, Kenny Kiawa in the slot to the right. We'll see if Werzer elects to throw in a pouring rain. The senior takes the snap. Trine brings pressure over the middle of Wobbler, and it's through the hands of the defender, nearly intercepted. He was going for Kenny Kiawa, and it was broken up. Number 22 had a chance for Trine. That was Keshawn Amison, and the Bulldogs will punt.
Kiawa's hurt, too, I think. He's holding his shoulder, and he's kind of gimping to the sideline there. The reason that almost got intercepted was Kiawa was on the ground. I'm not sure what happened, but they got lucky there, for sure.
Tough to keep your footing, tough to hold on to that football. Adrian will punt. Clock stops at 8:42. We'll see the snap from Palace to Benke. It's a good one. Austin kicks it. It's a roller. Trying to hit the Thunder player. It won't, but a great roll for Austin. This punt will be down by Kwiatkowski at the 16-yard line. So setting up his defense in a great position. I've noticed something with the kicking game, Jay. They're going low, right? They're trying to touch that football. It worked on the kickoff to start the half, and it almost worked there on the punt. But backs trying up deep again on the second drive of the third quarter.
I think that Adrian needs to make a few adjustments here defensively. They gave up those 2 big, long runs on the read options, once by the quarterback, once by the running back. Try to force it inside and swarm to the ball.
First and 10, ball officially marked at the 16. Price in the gun, Zane Kirby next to him. To give to Kirby. No, he faked me out again. Price goes middle. Kwiatkowski and Broom make a tackle after 5 or 6 yards.
But again, 5 yards is not 65 down the field, so they can live with that for right now as they continue to make a few adjustments here and there. But, yeah, Price definitely feeling himself a little bit with his legs.
Jay, I don't know how this is possible, but it's raining harder.
It is. It did just pick up again.
It's an absolute soaker here in Angola, Indiana. Rain pouring down onto the field. Trine's on offense, 2nd and 4, leading by 7. Price in the gun. to give. Zane Kirby goes middle, bounces it outside, picking up that speed. Kirby to the 30, to the 35, and he slides to the 36-yard line. Zane Kirby with the first down, and confusion on the Bulldog linebacking core. Trine's finding something that they couldn't find in that first half, and the defense trying to counter it right now.
Well, when you see rain like this, too, you start getting a little bit of confidence running the ball. It's scary for the defense. So, but, again, they got a long way to go here, 7.5 to go in the third quarter. Adrian been doing a pretty good job at adjusting defensively so far in this game. We're going to have to make one more.
1st and 10, marking at the 36. 7:07 to go, third quarter, 27-20 Thunder. Price in the backfield. It's a fake. Price up the gut, trying to get to that second level. He just will. Price moving forward, a good body lean. The offensive line pushing. It's another 4-yard carry for the big QB.
Yeah, that was read pretty well by the Adrian defense. All I can say is I'm just very thankful that this is at Trine. The Trine Broadcasting Network is dealing with the water going on right now, and it's not ACTV.
Protected under a beautiful facility here in Angola. I do love coming down here. Rivalry and all.
Well, you forget how good you have it until you go to Finland.
That's right. I would bet money, but I'm not a real big bettor. But I bet it's raining up there right now. Maybe snowing. 2nd and 6 for Price and the offense. It's a give. St. Kirby hesitates at the line of scrimmage. He turns his legs. He's a couple yards short, but mark it at the 43.5-yard line. It's a 3rd down and short upcoming, so the Bulldogs a chance here to make a stand. And from the defensive side of things, Jay, do you just man up on the receivers and just focus on the run? Is that the sacrifice you make here?
I think you have to. Well, and again, I don't think that Trine got a first down on that first drive, or on 3rd down. So I don't think they've converted a 3rd down yet today. So this is a big play.
3rd down and 2 to go. Bulldogs have 4 down linemen trying to power set. Their QB in the gun with Zane Kirby to his right hip. It's a fake. Price looking for the 45, and I think he's got the 45, but he needed the 46. This is a 4th down now for the Thunder. Bulldogs hold strong, and it was Joey Soto on that tackle, and good job by McCary also coming in, and that'll be a Trine University punt upcoming, and that's a great stop by the Bulldog defense.
Just gigantic, and Trine got away with a hold, but actually the hold led to the tackle. The guy got blocked right directly into the play, and what a humongous stop there, right near midfield.
All right, we'll see how the rain is affected here on this snap.
Adrian doesn't even have a returner.
They're going to go after this one. Here's a snap. It's fumbled by the punter, but he does get it off, and it's a Shankopotamus. This will hit at the Adrian 35 and roll back to the 40. What a great break for the AC offense as it went right off the outside of the foot of 94, Braden Moore. That's what the offense needed here for AC. They needed a break, and they get it. Now it's execution. The defense stood tall.
I think officially it was about a 16-yard punt, and a good job of getting that with the pressure that was coming. Really, Adrian didn't bring too many blockers on that, but they weren't planning on returning. They don't want to fumble the ball anyway, and they expected something like that. So this is the biggest drive of the game so far for the Adrian offense. If they can just get a few first downs, move the ball a little bit, they'll be sitting pretty good.
They may have been watching for a fake, too, on that 4th and 2. Here goes Werzer in the offense. Tight trips to the left. Preston Smith alone up top. Werzer gives. Moses gets to the edge to the 45. Powers his way to the 50. That's a nice run for 24. He's following Cecilia on that left edge. And, Jay, they're running that power into that trip side. Just gives you an extra 3 blockers with Poyer and a couple receivers out there.
Yeah, and it's great to see Moses, again, 2 hands on the ball. That will be the story of the second half, is whether or not Adrian can keep control of the football, no turnovers.
2nd down and 2. Inside Trine territory, marked at the 49. Werzer in the gun. It's a run to Moses. He gets to the 49. And not too much there. Nothing actually on the carry. So Thunder make a stop on 2nd down. 3rd and 2 upcoming for the Adrian College offense.
You're not going to believe this, but the rain slowed down a little bit. That time, Moses just nowhere to go anyway, but he stumbles in the backfield. And this will be an interesting call. 3rd down and a short 2. Do you give it to Moses one more time, or you take a shot downfield knowing that you're probably going to go for it anyway?
I'm looking to Preston Smith alone at the bottom. Werzer in the gun. It's a 3rd and 2. Moses, the running back. It's a low snap. Werzer picks it up. Moses plows his way forward. He's short. He didn't get even close to getting those 2 yards. And now decision time. It's a 4th down. And will Adrian College punt it, play field position, or try to go for it here? Middle stages, 3rd quarter. Actually approaching the end. 3:05 to go in the 3rd. Bulldog offense staying out there. So Coach Harry Bailey and Coach Jim Deere want to go for it.
We're going to see here. It looks like they're going to go for it. This is a huge play. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the 3rd. Give it to Moses one more time.
Trips to the left. Trine still playing those 2 deep safeties, showing pressure up the middle. They look to the sideline to change the play. They have 10 seconds on the play clock. The senior Werzer in the gun, shifting Moses around 5 on the play clock. From the Thunder, 49, 4th and 2. Moses tries to get to the edge. He is very close to the line. They say he was down. Jay's at about the 47-yard line, and they say a 1st down. Wow.
That was Stephen Moses for the 3rd straight play tripping in the backfield. If he does not trip, he might be running a long way right there.
Head linesman pointed 1st down, Adrian College.
Are we going to see a measurement?
If we do, it's the first one of the season.
Well, I don't think we want to see a measurement. We don't want to see a measurement. We just want to see a 1st down here because that was close.
The linesman was right on it. He pointed 1st down, and they will bring the chains out, Jay. So the first time this season, we'll bite our nails and see if it's an Adrian 1st down.
I'll tell you what, based on what I'm looking at right now, I think he got it.
They needed the Trine 47-yard line. Place the chains down. They'll stretch it out and see if Stephen Moses got the 1st down. And by the nose of the football, it's a Trine ball.
Wow, it looked like he had the 1st down, but literally a half an inch, almost.
Unbelievable. Bulldogs stop short, and they'll pass the baton back to the defense. What great field position for the Thunder. They get a big stop on a 4th and 2, and it's 1st down Trine now at their own 47.
I know that I was all for going for it there, but you think about it. If you punt that ball and force them deep into their own territory, it could easily have changed the scenery. You can always second-guess things. Coach Deere being a little aggressive there, and like I said, if Moses doesn't trip up 3 straight plays in the backfield, I think that they have it easy.
The first measurement of this 2021 fall season. After the initial call was 1st down AC, they bring the chains out. No such luck. 1st down Thunder at the 47-yard line. Dodged a bullet there. 1st and 10 for Alex Price and the Trine offense. Zane Kirby, the tailback, with him in the backfield. It's a give to Kirby, left edge, coming up to make a tackle. Almost was McCary. Instead, Kirby slips through for 5, maybe 6 yards. DeAndre Jennings on the tackle, also Kyle Minder.
Yeah, that was a play that needed to be made in the backfield. Kind of just flew right off of Kirby, and 2nd down, and they end up marking it back a little bit there. I think he only got 4.
So we'll call it a 2nd down and a long 5. For Trine, they're at the Adrian College 48 with a 7-point lead, 1:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Battle for the Border Brawl Trophy. It's over there on the Trine sideline. Bulldogs want to bring it back home to Michigan. 4 down lineman for the Dogs. Price in the pistol. It's a turn and give. Kirby middle. No such luck. Hit in the backfield. My goodness, what a great effort for the defensive lineman. Conrad Dixon makes a tackle in the backfield. It's a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Kyle Minder was also in on that stop there, and this is a big play. 3rd down, and they actually lost a yard. I think this is 6 or 7 that Trine needs to get, and we'll see if this is 4 down territory for them as well.
65 seconds to go in the 3rd. Will Price throw? He hasn't had to so far.
Watch Cale Lawson, number 7, on the inside here. kind of singled up by himself here. They're trying to figure out who's guarding him.
Bulldog defense trying to respond to the Trine stop. 3rd and 7. Price gives middle. Follows his blockers. That's a Thunder first down inside the Adrian 40. And he's finally down at the 39-yard line. That is Trine football at its finest. That's about 10 yards and a Trine first down. That was number 23, the running back. That was Jordan Watson getting that carry. You hate to give that up.
Yeah, it's disappointing, and that might be the final play of the third quarter.
Donovan McCary comes off the field under his own power, but he seems okay. He looked a little shaken up, but I think Trine will run the rest of this third quarter clock down, and they can do that. So we have one score in that quarter, and it was a Trine University field goal. It's been a defensive third quarter. It's Trine University 27, Adrian College 20. We go to the fourth here from Angola, Indiana. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this on the Adrian College Sports Network.
College Television has the pleasure of airing all Adrian College football games this 2021 football season. And along for the ride are these wonderful sponsors, including the Adrian College Bookstore, Gurgin Insurance Agency, Carlton Lodge, and sponsoring each week's player of the game, Hungry Howie's Pizza. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of each broadcast to see who is named Hungry Howie's player of the game.
Trine football 1st and 10 as we start the fourth quarter from the 39-yard line of Adrian College. Hello and welcome to a rainy Northeast Indiana. Ian Wendt, Jay Hanna bringing you today's broadcast of Adrian College football. First conference game of the year for these two schools, both coming in at 2-2 with their non-conference record, but that is all a wash, literally. This game counts. They're playing for hardware. The Border Brawl Trophy is on that Trine sideline. Coach Deere and this team would love nothing more than to bring it back to AD Coach Mike Duffy on the Adrian College sideline. They have 15 minutes of pouring rain and a Trine offense that's really picked things up on the ground. It's a steady rain straight down. It's a snap and a give up the gut for Trine. A patient run. He's got some space. 30, 25, 20 is number 23. The running back just picking up where they left off. That's Jordan Watson again. And there's an injured Bulldog at the 36-yard line. That's Brandon Kwiatkowski. He gets up, though. They'll take a look at him. But, Jay, it's patience in that backfield for the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a really good run. And Adrian just didn't quite read that properly, and he was able to bounce it outside for a big game. And again, the Adrian defense asked him to make some serious plays in their own side of the field.
29-yard run.
And we have not seen anything out of the Adrian offense in the second half.
That's because Trine's been running the ball so well. Chewing up that clock. They'll be content with running this thing down and running it in. Zane Kirby back in the game at tailback. Alex Price, the QB. He's in the gun. Takes, gives, Kirby slips one tackle at the 5. He's still churning his legs at the 4. Finally dragged down by the AC linebacker. That's number 44 for Adrian College. The linebacker, it's Andrew Nummer from Lakeview, Michigan, made a good tackle on his slippery Zane Kirby.
Yeah, we're talking about that game of attrition with Moses on the offensive side of the ball for Adrian. Kirby's doing the exact same thing for Trine's offense and just continuing to beat up the Adrian defense and make plays. And now they're even changing up backs and having success.
We'll see if that defensive line can come up big. 4 down linemen for Adrian College. Trine in a run set. We'll see what Price and the offense do here. It's a 2nd down and 10. High snap, corrals it, gives, looking for the 5. He only has the 5, maybe the 4. That's a 1-yard carry for Jordan Watson. It's a 3rd down upcoming. They need about, is it 1 or 2? It's hard to see.
I think 2 or 3 even.
Okay.
It looks like 1 is what they're saying, but
Ball just inside the 5 regardless. Bulldogs looking to make a stop, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. The lanky Trine quarterback waits for the snap. Minder showing pressure. It's a high snap. Brings it down. A tackle in the backfield. Justin Wiseman says, no thank you, sir. That's mine. And a 4th down upcoming for the Thunder. Great play by number 22.
Yeah, easy decision for Trine here, coming out with the field goal unit that they have a lot of success with. But what a stand by Adrian College there. It did not look pretty going down there, but forcing a field goal in these rainy conditions, you never know what can happen.
Now to attempt this field goal will be Ryan Hibbets. He's missed a kick earlier, but otherwise, very solid afternoon for number 90.
Yeah, this is going to be about a 24-yarder, so, like an extra point.
Running the play clock down. Will they take a delay of game to give him a better angle? I think that's the case. Play clock runs down. We'll see a flag. Back him up 5. So he must not have liked that angle. They're on the right hash. So back him up 5. That'll add length to this kick, Jay, and might give the Adrian defense a chance to get a little more rush.
Well, would you decline it, or would you want him to kick 5 yards further back?
Yeah, Coach Steer declined it. Little gamesmanship between the two head coaches.
Obviously, he had some issues, and he wanted to take that delay of game, so why not?
12:09 to go, 4th quarter. Trine by 7, looking to make it 10. It's a 24-yarder for Ryan Hibbett.
Oh,
snap.
Yep, false
kick,
start. So they end up getting
flag.
They end up getting their 5 yards anyway.
Boy, a lot of movement before. See if it's false start or offside. They blew the play dead, so it must have been on the offense. Would Adrian decline it again?
I don't think
you can.
I don't think you can on a false start. But if it's on Adrian, offsides.
Offside.
They
declines it.
So they made the field goal. Oh, okay, so they blew. It was neutral zone infraction, so they blew the play dead. So
all right, we'll do it again. This is Ryan Hibbets from 24 yards away. After all the fanfare, the snap, hold, kick. It's a short one. Did it go through? Oh, my goodness, it did. Wow, a line drive, disgusting-looking kick. But it finds the uprights, and Trine, by the skin of their teeth, makes it a 10-point lead. It's now 30-20 Thunder. 12:03 to go in this game. Bulldog offense has to get going. We'll be back. Adrian football in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
We are back in Angola, Indiana. The rain has let up here on Trine's homecoming. They welcome the Bulldogs of Adrian College down to Angola, and they have a 10-point lead. It's Trine 30, Adrian College 20, off a 24-yard field goal for Ryan Hibbets. Bulldog offense will get a chance, and the ball might be dry, Jay, as the rain lets up here for just a moment. Number 90, the kicker for Trine. Very active so far today, the senior from Monticello, Indiana. The run up, 6 yards, and it's a squibber. Who wants to pick it up for the Dogs? It's Kenny Kiawa at the 16, now to the 20. Kenny at the 25, hit and take it down at the 26. So that's where Jack Werzer and the offense get set to go. They were limited to really just running the football in that third quarter, but I think now you're able to open it up as there's an AC player down on the far sideline. Cole Seslar, the big, tall, wide receiver, is down at the far side of the field.
It's not a good situation. Like we've said already today, it's been Aaron Dean as the senior cornerback guarding him all day, and he has not been open. And so that takes away one receiver that's been a prime target, this season so far. So that allows Dean to move on to another receiver.
And Cole is still down at the Trine 37-yard line. We'll take this break to look around the MIAA. Don't jump on your computer, Jay. It's okay. A couple other games going on in the conference here today as we kick off the football season here for 2021, the fall season, as the rain picks up again. Checking in, see what's going on throughout the world of football here.
Well, I can tell you Michigan's had zero issues with Wisconsin, up 38-10. That one's got 2 minutes left. But you and I don't care about that one.
Not really. Cole Sessler is up. He's being helped off to the Adrian College sideline. That is a tough one there to take. Trying to get an update for you for the MIAA scores as we are kicking off the MIAA season. Here we go. It's Kalamazoo traveling to Hope. Hope having no trouble with the Hornets. It's 67-0 as they've just started the fourth quarter. And start of the second quarter up in Alma, Olivet leads the Scots 14-3. So that's where we stand throughout the league. Here in Angola, it's 30-20. Trine leads it. Bulldog football at their own 26. Rain has lightened up to a sprinkle. We'll see if that opens things up for Jack Werzer on the offense. Jimmy Clark in at tailback. 3 out wide for Werzer. Gets the snap from Pelletier. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Werzer looks downfield, makes a linebacker miss at the 24 and out of the 25, and he gets tackled around the 30-yard line. So Werzer gets about half of the needed yardage. And, Jay, he's not making many big mistakes in this one. He's taking the smart play.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job with that. And there's just been nobody open here in the second half really either, and that's why he's had to kind of tuck it and run. So we're going to have to look to some of these receivers as we see Gage Palace singled up on the outside, also out on the field, Donald Scott. Some of these guys are going to have to start getting open.
Werzer in the gun. It's a 2nd down and 6 officially. Snap, fumbled. Werzer picks it up. Now he's going to look to throw. Being chased around, rolling to the right. He's looking for Palace maybe. Instead he throws it in the turf. He's hit as he slides down. Intended actually for Donald Scott. Goes incomplete. And it's another 3rd down coming for the Adrian offense.
Yeah, that's been the story of the second half. Werzer running for his life and just trying to find someone open. This could be a big play, and I got to think Jack Werzer's got to be getting tired at this point.
Clock stops, 11:07 to go. Trine has found their offensive groove. They lead by 10 here in the 4th. Adrian looking to stay on the field, a 3rd down and 6. For Werzer. In the gun. Throws. Caught. Preston Smith at the 34. And he's going to be close to that line to gain.
He's short.
I think he needed the 36 or 35-yard line. He might be just a bit short.
It's one of those situations where you got to know where you're at on the field and turn upfield as soon as you catch it to try to get that 1st down, and Adrian's going to punt.
Man, that's too bad. That's probably a sticks route, right, where you run to the sticks and turn, and the ball was there, but number 1 was 1 yard too short. So Austin Benke hits the field. Bulldog punter with 10.5 to go in this contest. Flips the pressure back on the AC defense. Snap, it's low. Benke picks it up, puts a foot to it. It's a running kick, a high spiraling one. Hits at the Trine 35 and rolls up to the 40, and that's where it will be touched up by Adrian College. They put it about a ball shy of the 40. So, Jay, we're in defensive time where you need to stop, and you need it quickly.
Yep, you're starting to get worried about time now. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts, does Adrian. But you can't keep giving up these long drives that are just eating up a lot of clock. I know they've been doing a good job at forcing field goals. Been 2 field goals scored this whole second half after 44 points in the first half. So they're doing a good job, but now they got to get asked to do something even more.
They've had 3 plays off on defense. Price in the gun. It's a fake. Price runs, middle, stiff arm in the backfield. He dives up to the 41-yard line as Andrew Nummer was all over the Trine quarterback. Give him 1 yard, and Justin Wiseman is slow to get up for AC, the big defensive end. He'll jog off the field, and they'll look at number 22.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Great job there forcing that outside. Really good play there by Price just to get a yard. But you got to watch those stiff arms. It was close to a face mask on both guys.
Second down, they actually call it 10. So put it right at the 40 again. Thunder need midfield. They lead by 10. Clock rolling, under 10 to play, right at 9:22. Price in the gun, Zane Kirby beside him. A very light mist, if anything, here at Angola right now. It's a fake. Price up the middle, has room, slips a tackle at midfield, puts on the Jets at the 40, the 35, the Adrian 30. He scampers out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And Jay, that quarterback run, it's no mystery. They'll do it, and Adrian can't stop it right now.
Yep, great job by Price and keeping the ball and just continuing to eat up that clock after a big, huge gain.
It's year after year with these Thunder. It's a great running back and a quarterback willing to run. That's given the AC defense trouble. 8:40 now to play in this contest. Trine on the edge of field goal range. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 29. High snap. Price gives Kirby. Met, backfield. No gain. Randall Broom cleans it up. And the linebacker there, number 34, he's had an active game, Conrad Dixon, on the play. So it's a 2nd down and 10.
That was a big play right there. Adrian just got to do a better job of, I keep saying it all game long, eliminating the big play, make them earn their yardage. And we're approaching under 8 minutes to go here. They can't afford another first down.
They cannot, and a field goal attempt would be huge as well. Keeps it a 2-score game.
Feels like we've been saying that all second half.
Right now it's a Thunder 10-point lead. In Adrian territory, right at the 29. 2nd and 10 for Price and the offense. Send a tight end in motion. Jordan Watson in at running back. He'll get it. Counter play. Bulldogs read it. Kyle Minder can't quite wrap him up. To the edge he goes, and he picks up about 4. Stays in bounds. Give him a couple more yards as Jordan Watson really extended that play for Trine, and he stays in bounds. And there's a Bulldog banged up at the 28-yard line. It's Joey Soto, and this defense is really starting to feel it for Adrian College.
Yeah, he's going to hobble off the field as well, and that's another one of those plays where Adrian had him stop in the backfield. Great run at the end of the play just to get it 7 yards on that play, and now it's 3rd down and short rather than 3rd down and long.
They'll wait for big number 60, big defensive tackle to get off the field. Seems to be a leg issue for Mr. Soto. It's a 3rd and 3 yards. Clock moving, 7:07 to play in this contest. The Thunder lead it by 10, 30-20. Thanks for tuning in to Bulldog Football on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wendt, Jay Hanna from Angola, Indiana, as the rain is slowly falling right now. It's been a pretty consistent rain throughout the day. Big play. 3rd and 3, a short 3. Running back in there again is Jordan Watson. Price in the shotgun. Price has run it well on this drive. Waits. Bulldogs bring pressure. It's Price. They sniffed it out. Kyle Minder makes a play. Cleaned up by Kwiatkowski and Randall Broom. That's a nice stop on 3rd down. They lost a couple. It's a 4th down and a long 4.
Now, I think Trine's going to go for it here. And why not? They've had so much success running the ball. 4th down and 4. It'd be a 39-yard field. No, maybe about a 42-yard field goal here. And in these conditions here, they may...
Sending them out. Sending something out. Yep, they're sending the kicker.
See, I don't know.
All right, coaching decision here.
But they only got 15 seconds on the play clock. We'll see if they elect to run it down and call a timeout. But there is under 6 minutes to play.
Ryan Hibbets. It's a 40-and-a-half-yard field goal. 5 to snap it. Here is the snap, hold, kick, Hibbets. It's up, away. It is no good. He missed it wide right. Always missed a couple, Jay. It's a 10-point lead for Trine. Big stop by AC's defense. And again, this offense has to get going here. We're running out of time. We have 5:34 to go in this contest. And give all the credit in the world to that Adrian College defense.
Yeah, they did. They made another stop to give the offense good field position here, too, inside the 20-25 yard line here. So that's a key play right there, and we'll see if the offense can go. But it seems like every time they take control of the ball, it starts raining harder.
Yeah, the rain does pick up here in Angola, Indiana. 1st and 10, Adrian College. Werzer, snap, fakes, throws, went long for Smith. Smith did a comebacker and a flag on the play. This might actually be against Preston, as the D-back had a good chance at that football.
No, they're going to call defensive holding.
Thunder.
Yeah, that was not a good call, but we're going to take it.
That was iffy. Preston, sorry, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just going to say Preston Smith kind of stopped running his route, and I think the ref thought he was being held. That's why he stopped. But that's first down.
That's one of those where the receiver thinks, hey, this is an option play. I'm going back shoulder. And Werzer thinks, oh, it's the option play. He's going deep. Adrian, the beneficiary of a holding called against the Trine Thunder. It's a first down as the home team gets the benefit of the rain as AC is on offense here. Picks up again. 5:29 to play in this game. Bulldogs down by 10. Werzer gives to Jimmy Clark. Dancing, diving. Gets about 5. The clock moving, but it gets pretty good gain on first down.
Yeah, that was a good job changing it up a little bit. You got to move a little bit quicker. I'd have to check the stats right now, but I don't think Jack Werzer's completed a pass in the second half.
I think you're right. Very limited offense. Rain lets up for the moment. We'll see if Werzer lets one loose. It's a 2nd down and 6 for the Adrian offense. Under 5 minutes to play. It's Clark. Flips it around to Kenny Kiawa at the 35, the 40. Kenny up past the 45. He's hit out of bounds. Late. There's a flag. Thunder hit number 4 late in front of the AC sideline. So a first down on the run. They'll tack on 15. That's a huge Bulldog first down, as a little trickery there from the Adrian offense. A handoff to Clark, flipped it back to Kenny. Werzer ran a little block out there in front, and a first down.
Now you could see that play developing. You saw the pulling guard come through, and you saw Jack Werzer start heading the opposite way. Jack Werzer with the key block to get an extra 5 yards.
You should tack on 15 at the end of this.
Big play.
They will. Not sure who it was, as they're having issues here with the PA system, and I'll blame the rain for that one. Look around the MIAA. Hope having no trouble with Kalamazoo. It's 67-0 late 4th. End of the 3rd in Alma. It's Olivet over the Alma College Scots, 14-3. We have a 30-20 game here between the Thunder and the Bulldogs. Adrian down 10, 4:42 to play in the contest. At the 36 of Trine. Trips to the left. They motion Poyer to the right. Werzer in the pistol. Fakes to Clark. Werzer pressured right away. He'll get sacked at the 45. Absolutely nowhere to go for the Bulldog quarterback. The offensive line gets overwhelmed, and we saw this against Hanover, Jay. When the Panthers a couple weeks ago knew we were throwing the ball, they just swarmed Werzer, and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's been kind of the story of the second half. But again, they're taking their time. They're trying to make something happen here. 4 minutes to go here in the second half. They do have 3 timeouts, and they really need to put a touchdown up there, with the questionable kicking game they've had so far today.
Ball back at the 45. That's a 9-yard loss. 2nd and 19. Under 4 to play in this one. A snap from Pelletier upcoming. Taking their time. Werzer takes. Steps up in the pocket. Werzer from the 50. Throws deep. It's a wobbler. It's up there. It's intercepted.
No.
Oh, and it's dropped. It is dropped in the Trine backfield. In the secondary. Oh, that could have really sealed this ball game. As number 30 was there for Trine, the safety. That was
Mark Guerrero.
Senior from Gary, Indiana. Could have put this one on ice, but still its defense has a 3rd and 19 now. That ball slipped out of Werzer's hands, it looked like.
Yeah, there was no chance of completing that pass, and that's probably why we haven't seen too many throws downfield here. But This is 3rd and 20. Don't think of it as like 3rd and 20. Think of it as 3rd and 10. Try to get the 10 yards and set up one more play.
A struggling offense in the second half for Adrian College. They need 19. 3rd down. 3:41 to go, trailing by 10. Thunder pinning their ears back. And Werzer will feel the heat. He's sacked right away. I don't believe it. Back at the 43-yard line of Adrian College.
Yeah, there was
unblocked, Jay, was number 97 for the Thunder. That's the big defensive lineman, Jacob Yonder, the senior from Elkhart, Indiana. They didn't touch him.
Completely botched play there from Adrian College. We saw one guy going the wrong way. The play-action fake went the opposite way, and there is a flag. I don't know what it could be unless there's a hold on Adrian.
There was some pushing and shoving after. It's a 4th and forever right now.
If this is on Adrian College, it's a horrible penalty.
It's a horrible penalty either way. The play was over. It's against Adrian College. That's a composure play right there. He got beat on the play. No doubt the Trine player said something, and you respond. That backs him up another 15 yards, and you have to punt this football away. It's going to be 4th, and we'll wait, but it's at least 4th and 40.
4th down, and Jesus take the wheel play for Adrian. So,
yeah,
all right, let's do the math here, Jay. 10,
the ball is at the 30,
20,
10, 20,
30,
45, 44.
4th and 44 and a half.
Yeah, the clock's running, too. 3 minutes to go.
You got to snap this ball.
Seems like there's been confusion all over the place here on this drive.
Banky to punt. Low bouncing snap. Austin gets it. He kicks it away. It's a low one, but good distance as it rolls over the 40 to the 35, and it will stop at the 34-yard line.
Well, and that kind of eliminates the touchdown and defensive stop to get the ball back. Now you have to get a stop, score, onside kick because you're going to have to use all your timeouts here.
So Adrian trails by 10. First conference game of the season. It's 30-20. Trine over the Bulldogs. 2:56 to go in this ball game.
thank you for your cooperation.
I don't think we've seen a pass completed this half for either team. Trine's been running the ball so well, and the Bulldogs have not had receivers open. All right, 4-down lineman for Adrian College. 1st and 10 Thunder at their own 34. Price in the shotgun. It's going to be a straight quarterback power right side. Goes to Wiseman's side. Gets about 7 yards. Alex Price gets some good yardage. Coach Gear calls a timeout. 2nd and 3 upcoming for the Thunder. We'll take a 30-second break. More Bulldog football when we return on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldogs need a stop again. It's been a broken record situation in the second half. Trine maintaining a 10-point advantage, 30-20. With the football, 2:47 to go, and they need 3 yards on a 2nd down play. Ian Wendt, Jay Hanna with you. First day of MIAA play. And looking throughout the league, it's all hope over Kalamazoo, 67-0. Late stage is 4th. And in the 3rd quarter, it's Olivet over Elma, 14-3. You're selling out on the run here.
Obviously, yeah. You got to bring everyone.
Off the tail of a 7-yard run. Power set for Trine. From the pistol. It's a run. Kirby has a first down over the 45, and they'll tack on 15 for a face mask. So a first down at the 47. They'll add 10 or 15 onto that. Penalties have been a killer for Adrian College, especially in the second half.
That pretty much just about does it here. Adrian probably won't use a timeout. 15 yards at the end of this to put him in Adrian territory with 2:40 to go.
Be sure to tune in for the conclusion of today's ball game where we select our player of the game. And we'll look at some stats. We'll break down this one and look ahead to next week as it does not get any easier for these Bulldogs. They'll be back home taking on another foe, Albion College, next week. So the 15-yard walk-off puts it at the 37-yard line of Adrian College, right hash. Back in the game, Jordan Watson at running back, the sophomore from Ann Arbor. He went to Dexter High School. He's in the backfield with Price. Clock rolling, 2:15 to go. They snap, give, middle, a wide open running lane, 25-20. 15 cuts back at the 10, slips through a couple Bulldogs inside the 5-yard line as Jordan Watson puts them in a first and goal situation, and the Thunder's just putting their foot down on the Adrian College defense right now.
That's been the story of the second half. They've had no issues, moving the ball, unable to really convert with any touchdowns, but they've just continued to run it down Adrian's throats, and we're getting close here to kneel-down territory with a minute 50 to go.
Give all the credit to this Trine defense as well. They've stymied this Bulldog offensive attack in the second half, holding them scoreless, as this was 24-20 at the halftime break. Price and the offense sets up from the 3-yard line of Adrian College, under 10 on the play clock. Under a minute and a half to go. Price takes, gives, met in the backfield. They'll finally drag him down as Kyle Minder got there in a hurry for Adrian College. Watson taken down for a couple-yard loss. Coach Deere takes a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Trine knocking on the door, up by 10. Late stages fourth. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network.
College Television has the pleasure of airing all Adrian College football games this 2021 football season. And along for the ride are these wonderful sponsors, including the Adrian College Bookstore, Gurgin Insurance Agency, Carlton Lodge, and sponsoring each week's player of the game, Hungry Howie's Pizza. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of each broadcast to see who was named Hungry Howie's player of the game.
Here on the Adrian College Sports Network, I'm Ian Wendt. That's Jay Hanna from Angola, Indiana. And it's been all Thunder in this second half. And when I say all Thunder, they have 6 points in the second half. The Bulldogs with none. Weather a big factor. The Trine offense showed up in the second half, and Adrian's has not. And the defense starting to feel it here late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we'll see if they have one more stand in and force a field goal just kind of for pride purposes. But minute 14 to go. You got to think Trine's doing nothing but running the ball.
Price in the gun. To give to the tailback. He's dragged down after a couple-yard gain. He's still pushing. Again, that's Jordan Watson, the running back. Coach Deere will use up his third and final timeout before this third and goal play. With a minute 6 to play, Justin Wiseman gets credit for that tackle for Adrian College, so they'll talk it over on the Bulldogs sideline.
Yeah, overall, really great first half and just a disappointing second half after Adrian just could not get anything going offensively here in the second half after really disappointing first quarter, disappointing second half. Just a strong second quarter that really freed some hope. And, the part that changed the game was the fumble at the end of the first half.
Really was. Costly Bulldog turnovers.
Or else, we'd probably be looking at a 23-20 game right now.
Absolutely. We'll look ahead to next week for just a moment as the MIAA continues action. There will be 3 games between the conference opponents here. Kalamazoo will host Alma. Trine travels to Olivet next week. And Adrian College will be home for a 5 o'clock kickoff as they host Albion College. Again, that'll be Saturday, October 9th from Docking Family Stadium. We'll have the game on the Adrian College Sports Network as well. Tune in 4:45 for the pregame show. Unfinished business here between the Thunder and the Bulldogs as the Thunder are 66 seconds away from maintaining that border brawl trophy. The hardware played for between these two ball clubs. This will be Price from the pistol, has Watson behind him. Turn and give to 23 Watson. He's going to push, drive. He fumbled the ball. Did he cross the goal line first? He did. Touchdown, Thunder. Now that will put it on ice as the Thunder score another rushing touchdown. It's now 36-20, the extra point pending.
Yep, great effort from Adrian, but 3 straight losses to Trine within a calendar year is obviously going to sting, and I'm sure they'll make some adjustments for next week, but makes the conference championship route a little bit more difficult, but definitely not undoable. Tough game with Albion next week.
Yeah, it puts you in a tough situation going into week 2 of conference play as a flag hits the turf, as we've seen plenty of those in the second half. Sportsmanlike against Trine University, so they'll march them back on the PAT. We'll have Ryan Hibbets trying this extra point from about 30 yards away or so. He's made a couple of big kicks in the second half. And Coach Deere electing to enforce the penalty on the kickoff, so they'll move the extra point back to the 2.5. What's going on? We're walking back and forth. All right, they'll enforce it on the extra point. All right, so put the ball at about the 18-yard line. This extra point will be 35 yards from Ryan Hibbets, who in some ways has been Trine's most valuable player. I heard that from all the way over here, Jay. They said take the snap and down the football, so the extra point will be no good as they don't even try to kick it.
Well, Trine's doing a little bit here and then running the clock on the extra point.
They can't run that clock on the extra point, but little strategy there to eliminate any situation where maybe a botched snap or a blocked kick could result in Adrian College points. So it's a 2-score game, Jay. Bulldogs to get the football back. And if there's a trick play up your sleeve, pull it out right now. I know it's soaking wet, but you have to run it here under a minute to go.
That was a bad joke. 36-20, 53 seconds to go, and yeah, you almost hope for a kickoff return touchdown, 2-point conversion, and make something happen. Just, yeah, disappointment on the Adrian sidelines. Really thought that they had something going there at the end of the first half, and now Trine just, good home victory for them on homecoming. They get to celebrate throughout the day, and the rain stopped just in time for it.
So we'll have this kickoff from the Trine 35. Kenny Kiawa and Malik Ray back to return. Again, tune in for the postgame show. We'll have stats, reaction, and sort of break down this one, though we've pretty much done it throughout the second half. No mystery about it. Trine has run the ball fantastic in the second half. Adrian's offense has been unable to do anything in these second 2 quarters. So here's the kickoff. Bulldogs down 16, less than a minute to go. Hibbets runs up, kicks a low line drive toward Kenny Kiawa. He's going to wait and watch it roll out of bounds. So there you go. Positive play off the kickoff out of bounds. We'll see what Adrian can do on offense. I know, Jay, we sound like a broken record sometimes, but it's been the same situation as, okay, offense needs to do something, and defense bending most of the day, but not breaking for the most part. And they have a minute actually up on the clock. So it's not all lost. No timeouts for AC. Some stranger things have happened in college football. So here we go. 3 wide receivers. Tyler Poyer, the tight end. The running back is Stephen Moses. Berzer in the shotgun. Takes. Gets pressure right away. Steps up. Steps back. And he lost the football. Thunder pick it up. And they will run it inside the 20-yard line. And, Jay, that has been the story of the second half. The Bulldog offensive line just overwhelmed by the Thunder defensive front.
Yep, and that caps up a great defensive performance by Trine in the second half, and clearly dominated here as Jack Werzer a little slow to get off, but he played a great first half and just unable to really get anything going in the second half. So we'll see a couple knees, and that'll be the ball game.
So the Thunder will start their conference season 1-0. Adrian will drop to 0-1 in MIAA play, and they'll play the conference favorite next week, Albion College, as the snap is fumbled, but they fall on it. Do the Thunder, so no timeouts for the Dogs. This will be one more kneel down for Trine University as they are ready to celebrate their homecoming victory here in Angola.
And we get a set up Albion next week coming to Adrian.
That we do. So one more kneel down for Alex Price. He had a great game in that Trine backfield as he'll get the football and hand it off to his coach. The Border Brawl trophy will stay down in Indiana. The Bulldogs will have to wait another year to bring it back up to Michigan. Take a 60-second break. Our post-game show coming your way next. Adrian falls on the road 36-20 to the Trine University Thunder. We'll be right back on the Adrian College Sports Network. We welcome you back to Angola, Indiana, as the Thunder celebrate on their home field. It's a 36-20 win over their rival, Adrian College. Hello, everyone. Ian Went, Jay Hanna. Well, it was a wet one. It was an entertaining one for the first half, but the Thunder were able to do their thing on offense, get a couple field goals and a touchdown late to give them the 36-20 win over Adrian College. And besides the rain, what do we think happened in that second half?
Yeah, just Trine made a lot of defensive adjustments